What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad live choices, going over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me, Meansy, Daniel, all the greats. Plus, you get access to our nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop, plus where the best lines are at. And most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my picks each and every day. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord to get on in there before the lines end up moving. Had a decent day yesterday. Had a rough month in April. May starting out a little bit better. I'm going to get right into this because we have a few bets that are starting very soon. So first of all, Seth Lugo over 5.5 strikeouts. You can get this at minus or plus 125 over at Betfred. Let's see what the next closest line is. Lugo plus 105. All right, I wouldn't bet that. Yeah, I'd stay away. It's down my plus 105. 20 points of juice, too much movement. But Jake Fraley, plus 1,025 to hit home run over at Bet365. Absolutely silly odds. Make sure you're getting good odds on it. I bet it all the way up to plus 900. But matchup versus Lugo, Fraley in the lineup there, boom. Solid home run guy. Not great, not terrible. 21 home runs in the prior two seasons. Has some pop going up against Lugo. Has platoon split. Lugo gives up a decent amount of hard contact. This line should not be plus 1,000. It's that simple. Aaron Nola under 5.5 strikeouts, plus 110 over at Betfred. Let's see. I think it's over at MGM too. Plus 110 over at FanDuel. Nice. Yeah, so Aaron Nola has not had a great start to the season, to say the least. Really bad start to the season overall. Loading. He's under a 20% K rate so far this season. Absolutely terrible. 19.3% K rate, 4.81 xFIP. I don't expect that to continue, but Dodgers lineup is outstanding right now. Hayward's crushing. A lot of lefties. Nola's really struggled going up against lefties so far. 14% K rate, walking a ton of guys. Freeman, Muncy, Hayward, Outman, all walking at a decent clip. You got low strikeout hitters in there. It's just a bad overall situation. Getting plus odds on this is silly to me. Braxton Garrett under 16.5 strikeouts, plus 100 over it, or under 16.5 outs rather. Under or plus 110, plus 100. Yeah, that's moved already. All right, so that one's out. Home runs. Rowdy Tellez did home run plus 525. If he's starting the lineup, there's a great bet. Don't know if he will be. But if he is, Freeland a little bit splits neutral. Freeland gives up a lot of power to lefties. 200 ISO, 43% hard contact, 36% fly ball rate going up against lefties. It's playing over in Colorado. That's it. That's kind of it. I mean, the weather over in Colorado isn't great today from what I've seen, but 73 is not bad. Wind's blowing in a little bit. Tellez has a ton of pop, and then Devers to hit home run plus 450 over at Bet Rivers / Barstool. Same exact odds there. Devers, 10 home runs this season. Guy has a ton of pop. Going up against Manoah. Manoah struggles versus lefties. His slider is his main out pitch. A lot better numbers versus righties than lefties. Lefties, big fly ball lead, decent amount of hard contact. Yeah, his changeup isn't as good as a slider. So that's kind of why. Way better versus righties than lefties. Devers, very solid numbers going up against righties this season. He's been great versus righties. 333 ISO, good fly ball number, lots of hard contact. Like him to hit a home run. Ryan McMahon to hit over 1.5 total bases, plus 130 at Bet Rivers. I think plus 135 over at MGM DK. McMahon been very solid so far. Well, he's been all right so far, but matchup versus Lauer, even lefty, I don't really care. This is Coors. McMahon is good. Do we have the Milwaukee lineup? Not yet. I'm rolling with it. Tellez, same things. I'm rolling with over 1.5 total bases. I think you can get plus 145 over at MGM. I got it plus 133 over at Caesars. Plus 140 over at MGM now. Still like that. Two basketball picks. It's going to be a short show. Don't have a ton of bets so far. But first one, we have James Harden over 21.5 points, minus 111 at Caesars, minus 110 over, or minus 105 over at MGM. Harden coming off a 45-point game. Decent chance that Embiid is back. Likely he's going to be back here. I said he's going to be back. Who knows, though? It's a tough injury, but I think he's going to be a little limited. Knee injuries, always tough. Harden, I think, is going to still have an increase in usage. He had played so well in the first game. I expect him to do a lot in this game here. I'm rolling with the over. And then Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points, minus 121 at Caesars, minus 115 over at Bet 365. Jaylen Brown, 4 out of the 7 games has had the over in this so far in the playoffs. 4 out of 7 games had 22-plus shot attempts. Should have a decent amount of shots in this one. I'm rolling with it. And that's it. That's the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. I'm out of here.